Greetings, YouTube! The Doctor is in! Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. And today on the Doctor Spell Prognosis, we are talking about the spell Summon Aberration. We are giving this spell a C+, but first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or a comment. All right, so this is one of several of the summon spells that we have for third level. We did have quite a few of these that we did for fourth level. We did have quite a few of these that we did for third level. So we'll be comparing them a little bit to see if these are slightly better than the third level versions of these types of spells. They all essentially have the same formatting framework, if we could call it that. So, Summon Aberration is a fourth level spell that takes one action, has a range of 90 feet, has a verbal, somatic, and material component, which is a pickled tentacle and an eyeball and a platinum inlaid vial worth at least 400 gold pieces. Now, once you have that, it doesn't go away, so you can use that over and over and over again to cast this spell. It has a duration of 1 hour, and it's concentration. If you're going to summon this creature and you're going to have spent the money on it, you might as well keep the concentration going. So you call forth an aberrant spirit. That's always a spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range, and then the corporal form uses the aberrant spirit stat block, which is below. You choose a beholderkin slot or star spawn. The creature resembles an aberration of that kind, which determines certain traits in the stat block. Disappears when it goes to 0 hit points. It's an ally, and in combat it shares your initiative count, but it takes its action immediately after yours, or its turn, and it obeys what you say. You don't have to take an action to do that, and if you don't tell it to do anything, it takes the dodge action and uses its move to avoid danger, and you can upcast it, and the upcasting is in the stat block. So, base hit points are 40. What were the base hit points for summon spells at third level? So here we have Summon Undead. The base hit point was 30 or 20. What was the base for Shadow Spawn? Summon Shadow Spawn, the base was 35. So it is a little bit more, but some of the creatures had different base hit points, but the base hit points for this one is 40. All three of them have a speed of 30, except the Beholderkin has a fly speed of 30. And they're all immune to psychic damage. They all have dark vision. They all have deep speech. They understand the languages you speak, so probably common. Their proficiency bonus equals your bonus. So, and they have certain abilities. So, the Slod has regeneration. Gains 5 hit points at the start of its turn if it has at least 1 hit point. The Star Spawn has and that's pretty good. That's not bad. That's an automatic. The Star Spawn has a Whispering Aura. At the start of each of the aberration's turn, each creature within 5 feet of the aberration must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw against your spell DC or take 2d6 damage, provided that the aberration is not incapacitated. That's not great. It's a little bit of extra damage. It's on average 7 damage. It is psychic damage. It is a wisdom saving throw, but it is. I would like to see either a little bit more damage or something like fear or something like that. The aberration takes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level. The spell level is 4, so it automatically gets 2 attacks. That's a big difference between the third level ones, which, if you just cast this at third level for Summon Shadow Spawn, it would only get 1 attack. So they automatically get 2 attacks. The Slod has a melee weapon attack, which is a claw, essentially, which is your attack modifier, reach of 10 feet. Does 1d10 plus 3 plus the spell's level. So if you cast it at 4th level, it does 1d10 plus 7. So on average, it's going to do about 12 points of damage. If the target is a creature, it cannot regain hit points until the start of the aberration's next turn. Now, I'm going to talk about that a little bit. for player characters fighting opponents, many times they will not heal themselves. Just saying, that doesn't come up very often. Every once in a while it does. But for creatures fighting the players are always healing themselves. So this is a very good DM tool to use to summon a creature, even though it's only got 40 hit points and its armor class really stinks. To use, because it is going to have a pretty high to hit, because it is that spell attack modifier. Just to do 1 point of damage and stop healing for a round. Cannot regain hit points. So that's pretty powerful and will be very challenging to players. All right, the Beholderkin has an eye ray in addition to having the hover. Range spell attack, your spell attack modifier, range of 150 feet. It does a d8 plus 3 plus the spell's level, so on average that is going to be 11. Psychic Slam is the star spawn. It's a melee spell attack. Has a reach of 5 feet. Does one? I don't know why this one does 1d8 instead of 1d10. It should, like the claws, it should, but it does 1d8 plus 3 plus the spell's level in psychic damage, which on average is 11. So if they hit twice, they will on average do about 22 to 24 points of damage. That's basically where we're going with this. Which one of these is probably the best one? I would say the Slot. It's got regeneration, it does more damage, and it's going to prevent hit points from being regained. And when creatures do heal, that's a big pain for players. You, as a player, I don't want to see creatures heal damage. I just did, because that makes the fight longer. So this one actually stops that from happening. The other two are just kind of eh. The Beholder does fly, but its rays don't really do anything other than psychic damage. And the Star Spawn should be doing more damage. All in all, there are better spells at 4th level to take than this one. And this one is usable only by Warlocks and Wizards. It's not usable by Sorcerers for some reason. Don't know, but it is what it is. And where does this come from? This comes from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. All right, that is what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.